Hello, here is a game played on IGS, one handicap, so only half a point Komi. White won by resignation, but black missed a golden chance to kill the top right corner in a co-fight, so black should play t17. Obviously, when black plays q18, white has the option to just go Atari r18 and then capture the cornerstone, so now it's alive. Also, white can resist with q19, so when black goes Atari here and connect, white can throw in, then connect. So this is going to be alive unconditionally. Well, black had this option to come back in the game, but before then, black lost the top left corner and that was pretty much over. White can also cut here, a bunch of stones in the middle. So let's check it out from the beginning. The Fuseki was pretty peaceful, so we have a parallel opening this time. Obviously the low Kakari to prevent another Shimari for black. So far so good. Black played the pincer. Black can actually choose a pincer that works better with the top right corner, which is r9 in this case, so a loose pincer. Another option is to play the kick, extend and keep Sente in order to attack the top left corner first. But in general it's a good idea to play a pincer here. Even the one space low pincer like this, it's fine. So we have a very basic pattern, white puts pressure and black rolls. But here black can consider the push and cut. This shows more fighting spirit, and the usual variation, black will go for the bottom corner while white develops the right side. And nowadays the extension high, it's more popular. Back in the day, this Joseki would always finish with r9. So this is a very basic pattern. Black can play s4, but it's not such a big rush. I mean, going for a big point like this, it's fine now. So that would be a modern Joseki. This way, black keeps things simple, but white is happy to counter pincer. Actually, white can go all the way to r10, because if you think about it, let's say white pushes a few more times like this and then plays away. Black is happy to extend on the right side, either r10 or q10. So therefore, white can pincer r10 as well. Anyway, this r9 is good too. So black is trying to be a little active here. He can think about discarding or sacrifice this r7. So a good way to do that is to play r11, because r11 is still a good looking extension for the top right corner. So in this case, white will go for the capture with the Kosumi. Then black can play a Kosumi Tsuke in the corner just to give up that r7 stone on a very small scale and now play away. This would still be good for black, especially that white is playing without Komi. So black doesn't have to play too desperate. Now here, obviously black wants to push and cut when he plays this q6, so white should provoke that. For example, if white plays a cap move and then black goes for push and cut like this, the variation is pretty good for white actually, because white can go down r2, and this prepares two captures, either s5 or push through at o3. So it creates Miai. Now when black connects here, white captures the two stones in the corner, so the whole cut procedure, it's a failure for black. And if black captures the stone on the right, which is makes more sense, then white will push through and kill the other stones. So all of a sudden, this is a disaster for black too. So white can think about that, or just push one more time. Obviously black will go Nobi, then extend to the right side. So again, when black tries the push and cut, it's going to be a collapse. So that's an option. This is very proper, but black will go down to r3, and now white's wall is still a little bit in trouble. So white should push again, and even one more time, because this creates the Hane and double Hane follow-up. So when black comes out here, white can push down, then Hane and double Hane. Black connects, white connects, so white got a very nice Moyo perspective on the bottom side, and black is still kind of floating. Of course, black will probably counter pincer, white comes out, and we have a fight. Another option for white is to push one time and then extend on the right. So don't allow the pincer at r11, because these two stones for black are still floating, so black might run out anyway. Oh, that's a very modern style play. Now here, white played a crosscut, and that's a little bit interesting. Usually on the outside Hane, white is supposed to play r17. Now the most popular variation here is to go Atari, connect, white will cut, and then in order to prevent the ladders, white needs to play Atari here. Then obviously come out. So lots of cutting points. This can be very tricky. Black will capture a stone on the side, white can hane and even double hane. Now some players here would get trapped seeing the double hane and the possibility to go for double Atari. But this is risky because white will turn, black will catch a stone in the top, but white can go down now. Because now going down will threaten to capture the stones in the corner, so black needs to turn and white captures here. So all of a sudden, for giving up this stone, white got a nice potential on the right side. Therefore, black is not going to play the double Atari. On the other hand, white can also play here first. Black will usually go up, but capture a stone is possible too. So when black comes out, now the double hane, threatening to catch the stones in the top, then black defends. White can also defend with a double hanging connection, and black needs another move in the top right corner. If black doesn't capture that stone, let's say he's active and he plays a pincer here, white will go down in center and then hane to catch the top stones. So it's very important to finish up the fight with S15. Now if white wants to kill the top stones, white needs to go down, then play a vital point, but this semi will be won by black by 1 liberty. So all those moves are co-threats. Therefore, this fight can be very complicated. Anyway, the crosscut seems a bit too much, and black could punish by going Atari and then go down. Now if white extracts here, black goes down again and the stones in the top are dead already, then white needs to come out and save the stone on the right side. So it didn't go so well for white after all. But black played Atari here, and now it's going to be a sacrifice sequence. So the order of move is to play Atari on the outside first, and then R17, S17 and connect. We have the same shape like in the game, but actually when white played here and another Atari, now on the Atari on the outside, black could take right away. So after black captures, this S17 is not going to be center. It's not like white plays here and black defends this way. And if black plays Atari in the middle, white plays Atari in the center, black can cut and then Atari again or go down. So this way black regains the corner and white is just building a floating move towards the middle. So black could punish by taking directly. If black connects, now obviously white will Atari on the outside and then connect. So there is no punishment, which means, well, white missed the order of moves here, but black still got in the same formation. This pip is good, but here black should play hane. White blocks and then tiger mount, because this will force the eye, so locally it's a dead L formation, and this means white should come out. Then black can hane, counter hane, make some shape and extend here. So locally in the corner it's only one eye, but the group is out in the center. White should pay attention not to be surrounded in the middle later on. So black just went down, that's a little bit passive. White can turn direction or block to make some eye shape. But this was good too. This induces the way out, because this move is taking away the base on the right. Obviously black can make eyes this way and then think about the way to surround the top. So if something like this happens, for white it's proper to defend here, and now black can go all the way in the top. So black comes out with a Kosumi, white turns, that's very good. The attach is also very good. Then jump out. Before you play this move, it's okay to push here a couple of times, because now when you play a move like this, you can surround the stones. It's much more effective. This way, obviously black will jump out. So now you gotta push. Interesting Tetsuji. It's still natural to push here. And yeah, this move is quite artistic, because when black hane, white cuts, black plays here, Atari, take and connect underneath. But the way the fight proceeds, it's a bit tricky. So white is supposed to play R3. Now this is good because when black pushes and tries to connect underneath, you have the option to push here and then outside cut. Now if black captures a stone, obviously he will lose the corner and that's a disaster. And if black connects here, white has the time to play Hane in the head of 2 stones, but maybe it's more interesting just to ladder, because black has to connect underneath and then you jump again or you capture the stone. That's a nice escape. And actually it's also okay to play this Hane, then connect, because the outside stones are in trouble. So when black plays here, white is already quite safe on the right side. So just go out between the stones. And these guys are floating, and white has the option to cut or connect underneath, which is okay. So that's a way to use that Tesuji, which was quite nice to play this S3. But playing the block, obviously all white wants is to have the option to connect under at S7. But the problem is black can connect here. Black doesn't have to take the stone. When black takes the stone, white can push out one time and then attach and connect underneath. So this is a nice combination to use that AG, but let's go back a few moves. So when black plays here, black is safe. Black doesn't need to capture the S2 stone, and this move is threatening a cut. So obviously white needs to connect. And now in order to prevent the connection at S7, black will play a Kosumi. And the group is still on the run. Even if white connects underneath, black has the Atari, Atari again, and then double up. So this group is running and it's very painful for white now. So this means after this Atari, white will push out and push again, then turn direction. Or maybe here, black jumps, because on the Hane and double Hane, black will resist with Atari here and go up. Now the group on the right side is dying. So ouch. Black had an option to play better here. So instead of capture, connect and threaten the cut. That's why it's very good to be accurate in these local fights. So come out, that's good. Well, white always has the option to play this move, and if if black resists, then you have this co-fight and separate the stones. So this is already good. You gain something like a connection, and then you can run out with a Keima. Much more flexible. This is a nice idea, trying to connect the top to the right side. And here, white can just block. It's not a problem if black cuts. For example, if black cuts like this, white has the option to play Atari from behind, Atari again, and then connect. And that's quite heavy for black, because the top group needs some help, and also the middle, it's still just a dumpling formation. So when you play a move like this, black might just protect here to prevent the squeeze, but then you connect. So it's much nicer because you already cover. Then black still needs to do something like this, and now you can also connect in the middle. Much more solid. Here black can push out. Obviously white will Hane and double Hane and so on. Yeah, therefore black went out, but black could go out with a Keima. This Hane block, it's not a problem. Push, block again, Atari connect, block take. Also after this, black can actually go on the second line, so the block at P18 doesn't become center. Anyway, Nobi, turn, that's very good. And now again, white should use the squeeze. This is the right thing to do, and then connect this way. Because this is just a cluster of stones that is going to float in the middle. So you gotta use the Shibori technique. Also, an option here is to connect, then when black comes out, you go out, because after this, you have the throw in, Atari, and cut. So you don't have to give him the stone at L13, because it just makes N12 look wasted. So either squeeze or connect, but squeeze play is the right thing to do, because it will connect the stones on the right side, and now black has to leave here also, which is super painful. So once you play this kind of move, if black doesn't play here to leave, and he jumps out in the middle like this or like this, then you double up and the group dies. It only has one eye here. It was really spectacular to use the O13 squeeze. It's not necessary to play the Hane. You can just jump out. When in danger, simply jump. Because after this, Atari connect, you got a little bit heavy, and the right side can be in trouble. So here, the attach is the right thing to do. Ah, that was good. Safe connection underneath. But on this Atari, black could actually block this way. And now there is no more connection under. This combination doesn't work anymore. And when you take the call, he can connect here, threatening the cut. Then connect in the middle. Now it's troublesome. So black connects and then white links under. This was a little bit slow too, but okay. Black still fears for his group. It's not necessary to connect that stone. Better go for bigger points like this one. So jump. Not too big to play in the top. And anyway, it's more interesting to play moves like this and try to reduce more. Actually, for white, it's good to play just Shimari. If black plays another move here, he's got the top territory, but white goes for another big point somewhere else. But nice idea to play Han and Atari to keep Sente, then grab a big point. Yeah, that's a good play to extend to the middle. This cut is small, he could cut this way. I mean, this Atari doesn't even force a response, that's good. Oh, now white has to pay attention in the top. So yeah, actually it's proper for white to come out here and connect, because it's really dangerous in the top side. Even when white plays this move, black can start with Hane and cut. And now we have the ko, which is really annoying. Black played in the top, that's very good. The way to defend the top left corner is just b17, that's where black wants to jump. Because when you play this move, he will Hane, you block, connect, and you still end up with b17 or b18. Then black can jump under to erase more. But if you just play this move, he's not going to jump here because you can separate. So you don't give him the stone at a15 in center, because now when he plays a15, you can protect the left side and there's not much damage in the top left corner. So that's a very subtle difference. On this move, it's good to kick and take away the extension, then chase him a little bit. Well, the cut is always nice, obviously. So white got a little bit of profit in the center. Okay. But still, it's a tough game if black starts the ko in the top right corner. This Hane is not necessary. You don't have to play it as a reflex. It's more interesting to play j3, because if black plays Nobi here or jump, he's not going to gain much. And if you play a move like j3, you're actually threatening a cut. So he might answer this way. Then usually when you play a Hane like this and he blocks with Hane, you got a Nobi. So black leans on your stones and you just increase the territory with a couple of points here, but he also comes out. So this doesn't have to be a reflex block, this kind of tiger mount. He played a tiger mount, but you can just extend and go for the open space instead. Because now, if you play Nobi, he comes here, and then you got 2 extra points, but he made like 10 extra. Oh, that was nice. Defend is good. Interesting move. Oh, actually, it's looking to separate the 3 stones on the left. Okay, makes sense. Aha. So here, black should play an attach move. If white Nobi or Hane, black has Atari from the outside and connect. And if white connects in the middle, black has a cover and try to leave on the left side because of this move. And when white connects under, black is fine. If white turns, black will connect and white still needs to link under. So here, black got very ambitious and lost a big group on the left side and no compensation. So this is completely dead. White comes out. Okay. Atari and defend. It was to protect here. A few extra points, but solid is fine, no cut threat. So Atari is not even necessary here. It's good style to play Nobi or jump. But yeah, it was to kill anyway. So Atari and I shape, then Hane to reduce and go down. Now when black captures this stone, you need to protect this way. And if he goes down, you go down also, or just connect this way. Yeah, well, it also works to play this, and connect. It's fine either way. Normally here, black should play down and white separates. But after killing this top left corner, black should resign. So black is still trying to save some face. Actually, black should block white Atari and leave it like this. Try to kill the top right corner. Like this, black is just losing many points, and actually black can lose even more. So he captured a stone. Is this even Sente? That's not supposed to be Sente. So let's say white plays Atari here. If black pushes in the top, you just block. If he plays here to force the eye, you connect. And if he jumps to erase more, then you push, he blocks, and then you don't play Atari from the outside, you just go down. Because when you play Atari from the outside, he might start a ko. And probably that's why white blocked, fearing the ko. But if white goes down and black connects, you have Atari, he can't connect because of the shortage of liberties, and boom, you take everything back. Actually, on this push, you don't have to answer, and instead just Atari here. Now, if he plays this move, you go down. If he plays this one, you throw in. And it's only one eye. When he connects, you turn. Everything died in the lower left corner. Super tactical this game. Where he went down. Actually here it's good to descend. He comes like this. You play Atari. He connects. You cut. He captures. And this way you kill the stones in the middle in Sente. And then you come back in the top and make sure everything is alive. So Atari go down, push. Now he can connect the center stones and give the 5 stones on the left side. But anyway, it's a disaster. He's already way behind. And his only option or chance was to start a ko here. But if he dies big on the left side, even winning the ko is not such a big thing, because white also has counters to fight. So for example, white captures, then this, throw in. It's a good call like this for white. So what are black's threats? Let's say black plays Atari here to save the group. Take back. Then white has the push here. This is super big because it will kill another dragon. Yeah, it's too late for black. Even with that call, it's going to be a problem. And black doesn't really have so many threats. For example, if black plays here, white can give it up, give the tail and still win big. But white can fight it. Fight. Wait. Why do we have a cut here? Ah yeah. So this. Take back the core, then cut like this. So many threats. Yeah. Good game for white overall. But with some interesting options for black too. Enjoy the review and keep on killing them.